All right, welcome back to the finals of Mox Masters June. As you know all too well, we got double time in this pod, we got Kenan in this pod, and we got another copy of the Tim Natana Hulk deck in the finals of a Mox Masters event as well. All four of these players qualified now for the Playing with Power Invitational that is going to happen in October. We will have more details for that as soon as possible, but all players now qualified. A little bit of a money boost to the winner and a little bit of a points boost despite being qualified for leaderboard considerations. So with that, let us dive down into the match. Ashani, talk to me. Who do you like in this pod? Who do you think's favored?
I think this pod comes down to really seed position. I think Tim Natana and Kinnan as the only blue deck, they either get to just race without much interaction. I mean, yes, there will be interaction, but I think it's not like counter spells you're looking at. So they get to race, put their win on the table, and not have much threat. Also the same thing from Tim Natana, you get to do early pattern of rebirth, birthing pod lines. I think you from the Time players, they're looking for an early stack piece. That is how they survive this pod. If they don't land an early stack piece, I don't think I believe this should be a quick finals.
Right, so the fastest decks of the pod, right, probably are the decks actually in first and second seat, which helps with the execution, of course, of the racing plan. So, yeah, you can see the players just kind of talking it out casually there. Looks like a good hand otherwise. Didn't get a great look, but, definitely sounds worth something maybe.
In a creature pod, that's not what you're looking for there.
True, does stifle some mana development, but yeah, like really Basalt Monolith, the only non-creature that Kenan really needs to get started. But yeah, like, so for the two Time decks, which are not known for their speed, I mean, we've seen how long it takes for the Time decks to really get their engine going and get all the pieces they need for counters, mana, all that stuff. They're kind of looking to execute kind of the same game plan as far as slowing down the pod and basically getting to execute their own game plan. And this is where having two copies might actually favor them, right? So like, as much as I think if we're talking about a racing situation, the players in first and second seat, very, very far ahead, the players in third and fourth kind of are on the same team. It's kind of an unspoken alliance of we're trying to execute the same game plan, whoever executes it better or whatever, what have you, but both of us are looking to slow this game down. And I think the mulligans are going to reflect that. And so it's really, there's a lot of pressure on the first two players to come out strong. Develop their mana, spend their first turn or two developing the mana, and then from then on be able to operate underneath something like a Drannith, Rule of Law, what have you, in order to seal the deal. And that is where Hulk, I think, might begin to pull ahead a little bit.
Right, because I don't think the Drannith doesn't really affect the Hulk lines. The best piece versus the whole deck would be the Dorothy that shuts off the other Time deck. But if you go with that route, then the Kinnan gets to play the game. So it's really, you need multiple pieces to maybe try to balance out this pod. And that's going to definitely be the trick of it.
Absolutely.
But no, definitely look at this is a spicy one. Definitely. Also, there's the other dynamic when you might just lead on the other Time player and you're just going to say, I might just try to race. I might just try to get my value engine on board and you try to slow down the board. And then,
because the fourth player is still going to want to slow things down no matter what, right? You're not going to beat anybody out the line. You're not even going to beat the other Time deck, most likely, out the gate. So you're going to be keeping stacks pieces. And yeah, you're right. Maybe the bird in there in third seat can just plan to get aggressive, try to fire things up as quickly as possible and just say, hey, you, Zen, you have to try to slow things down no matter what. So I'm just going to ignore slowing things down and hope that you have it covered and it's good enough.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, and I think it might be. I think they definitely should have the conversation. Where I don't think a lot of players, third and fourth, do having the conversation of, listen, the two other decks before us are faster. We need to play on the same team, and I believe
I don't think those conversations happen enough. Now here it can be unspoken potentially, right? We can have. Basically both players, independent of any conversation, are going to mulligan those kinds of hands and play that kind of game. But you are, That's not true for every single time. If you're talking about maybe two Timna Croms or whatever, they're in third and fourth seat and need to slow down a pod of Rog size or whatever, what have you, that kind of conversation doesn't happen enough. And I think with Stacks decks, part of the power is it's basically unspoken. And it's going to still manifest in that way.
No, I totally agree. And it seems, I don't know, I think maybe at the root of it, the fastest deck might be Kinnan.
You think Kinnan comes out the gate stronger? I mean, I really respect the tutors out of a 4-color setup. I mean, Kinnan can be faster, but getting it assembled with any level of consistency. I mean, the Mulligan rule, very powerful for getting it done. Kinnan is a consistent deck, but there are plenty of games where Kinnan does just need to slow things down a little bit and uses interaction to do so.
It seems like
all these players just moping over their hands. TP Dragons in first seat, been sitting fancy on a 7-card hand the entire time.
A 7-card hand here. If we didn't go for the normal keep, if we went for Mulligan to the pod, if he kept a 7, that's terrifying.
I don't think it's it either.
I don't think this deck can present a turn 1 win, but I think turn 2, turn 3 is a definitely go-to.
I think turn 5.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even want to try to assemble it. Like sack, like without flash, obviously these get so hard.
Exactly.
Like sack outlet creature, which would have to come off like a dark ritual. Yeah, I don't know.
There's too many cards. I don't really think there's a true turn 1 Hulk deck without flash, but there's too many pieces have to go right. And I think
even just developing mana, like turn 1 Timna is worth like quite a bit in this pod, right? Where they're, is a questionable number of blockers that are going to come into play first turn. And just getting a creature started like matters. Like, I don't know. There's I think there's a good range of hands in the first seat specifically that TP Dragons would keep that maybe they wouldn't keep in any other seat at the table. And that's just going to be true, right? We know the power of the first seat in cedh. We know that that's going to have an impact on your mulligans as well. And that gives you even more of an advantage because now you just have this wider range of keepables and maybe it's just a weaker hand that you get to keep in first seat. I'm sure that's what the other players need to hope for at this point.
Yeah, I totally agree. It seems like Zen seems like he's aggressively mulligan, or maybe just not hitting the cards he's trying to find.
No, I mean, like,
I don't.
Yeah, from what he's been saying, it seems like it's been a lot of just not enough. Like either turn 1 tie-in, but nothing else going on, or
his playstyle is he's very strong on deflecting. I've played with him a few times.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he's a very very big deflector. Like to, I won't say a complainer, but definitely likes to say, the things that he's doing is underwhelming until we start.
Until you're dead. And my game's right out the game for all of that here with a finals appearance. So, sometimes that works.
Mind games right out the bat. Listen, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We just have to see.
This is worse than my previous hand, and my previous hand was bad.
And there it is. Zed saying this is worse than my previous hand. My previous hand was bad, and we'll see if that does come to fruition.
And Wall of Roots.
Land, Mana Crypt, Wall of Roots is the claim on the previous hand.
So I'm just gonna...
That's a perfect time start. What?
A perfect time start?
Wall of Roots right off the bat. Come on, the line is always on top. Don't be.
Shani, what are you even on about? This is just not in the zip code of what we're trying to do and see. What? Well, you know what? Whatever. You know what? You're built different.
Oh my goodness. Built different. That's just rude.
You're built different. Your decks are built different. It's all built different.
Everything is built different. Listen, can't complain. If it works, I guess.
I mean, yeah, you're out here winning tournaments, so hey, what do I know?
Whoa, sir. We didn't. Let's not spread propaganda like that. It was a fluke.
Yeah, you got to keep your deflection edge sharpened, huh?
It was a fluke. Nothing.
It was a
happened.
fluke. A fluke.
Yeah,
you never won any games of cedh.
Absolutely not. Tough out here trying to win these games. No interaction being played. All these turn 2s can't handle it.
What about you? Are you a keep interaction for turn twos kind of gamer? Has that gotten you
Oh,
far?
definitely,
You said
definitely.
you said it like a slight. So I'm trying to figure out. Is that?
I'm
Do you think it's unjust?
Multiple force of will guys have the turn 2 decks fold, and then we win the game turn 5, turn 6. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Start.
Little start question mark from Ping. Yes, Ping. You may start whenever you're ready.
Seems like we went down to a 5 with them. Yes, we went down to a 5.
You all may begin whenever.
We all may begin. Okay. All right. Awesome. Do we have any pregame?
And here we go.
And here we go. We are kicked off.
Best of luck to everybody.
Gave them the signal and no pregame actions. We saw a little turn 0 worldly tutor matter quite a bit for Ping in the past. Does not have it this go round as TP. Gotta get things started with a flooded strand. Sack that.
Let's go grab. Am I good? Yeah, good. Let's go.
No shortcutting. Okay. And we've
I
got
love
some
it. The tapped flooded strand does it for me, man.
All right.
I'm gonna put my fetch land like from hand to like
To the
graveyard kind of
graveyard.
guy. Yeah. Life tick down. You responding or no?
And I'm gonna say pass.
Lotus petal cast. Turn passed. No follow up beyond lotus petal. Okay.
Acceleration. No, don't hit it. Cabal forever.
Perhaps a Cabal Ritual fan. Not playing the right deck for that one though.
No, not playing Get Probe. Who do? Do you want? I think I want to check out what's going on in the. I don't think I care about the time, do we?
I mean, you're not. The question is, how much are you concerned about like stopping what's going on with the time players? I think you do want to see TP Dragon's hand.
Yeah, I agree.
Hopefully, we will get a look as well. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna get a little look see. All right, let's take a look. Stomping Ground.
We got that.
Activated Sleeper.
Okay.
Carrion Feeder. Seen a lot of that card today.
How's the
Diabolic
cycle, man?
Intent.
We got that.
Eldritch
We
Evolution.
got that.
Natural Order.
Hey, you need the green creature.
Yeah, we don't have a single green creature outside of the command zone, but we do have Carrion Feeder. Eldritch Evolution can get rid of that. Curious that we didn't deploy the Carrion Feeder. What does holding it save?
I think, I mean, not, I guess, not showcasing we have the sack outlet. Because if we go turn 2 Timna, we can go turn 2 Timna. If we hit another land, we have Rector online. Academy Rector.
But if you deploy the Carrion Feeder, then deploying a turn 2 Timna seems a little bit more
realistic.
I don't know. Yeah, because you can like attack with it and like I don't know, whatever. You know what? TP Dragons is in the finals. I'm not. We'll see exactly how things happen. As the follow up here for Ping is going to be a Misty Rainforest. That one is going to find an Elvish Mystic off of Tropical Island.
I don't think they're super in danger.
I think that's a Temple Garden.
Yes.
And that is going to deploy a carpet, which is the money changer. Credit counters on the way.
It's a good engine. Good engine.
Broken. All you people in your turn 1 Mystic Remorse, no. Way worse than Iction Money Changer. Get that guy in play. How about that? ETB, I'll take 3.
And I can sacrifice it to gain life equal to the number of.
You get it? Your life is like credit. You're selling your soul. Do you get it?
No, man. Okay. No. Sorry. No, I went over my head.
It's like an investment because every turn you accrue interest.
Yes.
And you get more credit to work with. You get how the card works.
Yes.
Broken, Ashani. Just what I needed in my fantasy game is more reminders about the financial structure of the real world. Awesome. Just awesome. 10 out of 10. No notes.
All right.
What strand. Didn't play.
Oh my god, you have no...
What game actions is then? Did anyone go with a hit beers or we all just racing?
No, money changer. Time to change the money.
Time to change the money. Sounds good.
Hopefully Zen has a money changer. Well, otherwise we're real far behind. There's a Savannah.
Hopefully nobody on the stream knows that this was a land top deck.
They're right away just cussing.
Talking about how the stream may not know about a land top deck. I'm sorry, Zen, but your audio comes through. May not be loud, but it does come through. So the stream knows exactly what you want them to know.
One, three.
3 on top.
3 on top.
2 on top's a little cut action. We do have a Savannah in play off of the Flooded Strand. Zen maybe doing a little deflecting with the land top deck.
Oh, another carpet of flowers. Okay.
Carpet of flowers. All right. Islands. Only one player playing
Hey,
blue, yet
car-
both players
car-
kept carpet, and it is
Carpet,
working.
yeah, carpet off a Simic deck is it's not a bad strategy. Doesn't seem like we have
Maybe a
no
little more
follow-up.
risky with one blue deck in the entire pod, but
Just a tad.
gonna
just a
work.
tad.
Black mana through the carpet of flowers, and I would like to cast an Imperial Seal.
Imperial
Imperial
Seal
Seal.
off of the black
Ooh.
made from Carpet of Flowers.
Alright.
Nice.
Ambitious. 2
Nice.
life already lost. Hasn't even looked to see if it was resolving, just losing the 2 life.
Absolutely. One blue deck. We're not interacting with an Imperial Seal.
Yeah, who knows? I saw a Nature's Chosen get mental misstepped in my time in the booth today, Shawnee. So I don't know. I'm not putting
Very
anything
true.
past anybody.
We got one more.
Very true.
I
Oh, you
don't
don't
play
get
those.
trouble.
I don't even know what this gets.
I
I don't even.
couldn't
I'm not even going to
speculate.
attempt. No, I'm not even going to attempt.
My guess.
I'm lagging.
Average for me.
I mean, yeah, it could be Wall Roots. You were excited about that card previously.
Sure, I mean,
Devoted Druid seems like a fine option too. I don't know. Wall Roots gets more counters. Could be Action Money Changer. Who knows?
Okay, true. Many things.
A lot of options.
A lot of options. Okay.
I should stop making fun of that card. It actually looked great in Burden and at Zen's way and near to the finals. I was actually impressed. It had like 6 counters, 7 counters on it. It was just full of credit. Got to use it to cash in for cards via tie-in. Sweet. Loved it.
Does he have a win next turn?
That's a turn 1 play. And I thought it was Wall of Fools all along. It was a lie.
No. A lie.
Money changer.
Money changer.
Look at my hand.
I love it so much.
Collector Oof doesn't do anything against.
Collector Oof is kind of being talked about. A little bit of discussion. Maybe Zen a little unsure.
I don't think I want.
I mean, we're unsure, so it wouldn't surprise me if Zen was also unsure, but it's a tough spot because a lot of the hate that you can grab, right? You talked about how both these decks really looking to do hate bears, and you mentioned there's a chance that Burden just doesn't do any hating. They just develop their mana, and that's exactly what happened. Is no hate bears hit the board for Burden on turn 1. So now there is a little bit of a burden, if you will, on Zen to get something in play that stops these players. But the problem is there's not a one size fits all.
No.
Graveyard hate doesn't stop Kinnan. Artifact hate doesn't stop the Hulk combo. So you have to kind of pick one if you decide to go that route. If you don't have another tutor or anything else rolled up, then maybe that's not even the route you want to take at all, and you want to just develop your own board.
You gotta develop your own
but
board.
That seems like a losing strategy. So now what do you do? And I think that might be exactly what Zen's going through right now.
10:06 for me.
Oh, we hit the.
I think if you look at the board and you're seeing that everyone is developing, I don't think you can play police. You're already in 4th position. It's too hard for you to keep putting yourself in a hole to make sure you don't lose. I think you just have to accept.
You're on like a mold of 5. Are you just going to assume that the player that is going first kept a 7, or the player that going second kept a 6 is just not going to win before you when you're notably a deck that needs to slow the game down?
Someone has to do it. Someone has to do the dirty work. It doesn't have to be you.
You are not too far off, my friend.
Well, either way,
See what card has been chosen.
Oh.
we have selected a card.
Close, but no cigar.
Okay.
Can
A little bit of a shuffling up.
Can we draw this card in absent?
My game plan has not moved.
I doubt it. No good taxing probes to reach for. Things like Mishra's Bobble don't even work this turn if they're even in the deck, which I highly doubt. I think this is a just wait and hope. But once again, I mean, we've saw Ping, just come out the gate strong in the face of all of those Mystics, Ristic Remorse and stuff like that. And there's just none of that even going on. There's no hate pieces. There's no interaction. Like, if I was in Zen or Burden's seat, I'd be looking real nervous over at Ping's board state.
Yeah, Ping definitely was there. I think it was a turn 3 win last cycle when Kinnan untapped, went for it.
Yeah, I
So
mean, develop mana, untap, cannon, untap
Yeah.
again, and win. All right. Easy peasy, roll it up.
Shock in a stomping ground.
Shock Stomping Ground. Now here is TP Dragons. Remember, Carrion Feeder in hand, we chose not to play. Didn't use the mana on
Let's
instep.
go.
See
we just
why we're looking to
go.
hide that. Arcane Signet. That was a draw. That was not in the hand previously. So now we have perfect information.
Arcane-
And so does
Yep.
Ping. And what Ping does know,
Arcane signet
The
for
Carrion
Ping.
Feeder
there's the
is
Carrion
here.
Feeder here on turn 2. Ping knows no interaction. No interaction on
So-
that side.
Go ahead and
A
show.
likely no interaction except like what endurances on the
Yeah.
Giant side. And Ping knows as of right now, home free to do
Coast,
anything
yeah,
he wants.
Coast is clear.
Is it to access Hulk Erector?
You can grab both.
Has to be a
Either
really
Hulk
good
or-
And
seven.
Ping revealing that he has the way to grab both
Um,
Rector or Hulk, thanks to the knowledge from Gitaxian Probe that there's an
Yeah.
Eldritch Evolution and a Natural Order available. Natural Order does not work quite yet.
Like Knight of Relic very.
Sadly not. Okay, so we have the Civic. Ooh,
Civic
didn't
Signet deployed, maybe not.
seem like we didn't hit the land drop.
Yeah, no land would actually be
I
a
have
tight
not
spot
seen
for
the land.
Ping.
Yeah.
And then like you have to choose kind of between developing
Sorry, one
Oh,
second.
Kennen
has to be.
or playing your Signet.
I think I
I
like
think
the
you want to play your
Signet here.
Signet in that spot.
Yeah, I think I like
yeah.
the Signet here.
But it sucks. I mean, you really would like to have a land and be able to maybe do both.
Maybe I should have gotten a collector who turns off a signet and a lotus pet.
Zed maybe seeing that Signet is a little regretting not grabbing the collector, seeing Arcane Signet and Simic Signet kind of interplay.
You need
That's a
point.
secret. I just make the game not.
Signet
long
is
turn-based
also
instead
a
of
slower
long
player from
process.
TP, where he could slow roll the EE play Tana as his green creature,
Green dogs.
try to survive a turn
Oof.
cycle and just natural order for the win.
Understand why we kept hands that were operating this slowly,
Slow, yes. I am.
especially on like something like a 7. Maybe TP Dragons just feels like that's good enough.
Spirit guide.
Exile Elvish Spirit Guide, cast Fabricate. That will allow you to search for any artifact, and it will be face up.
Zach, by the way, are you
What
going to
artifact
put
do you
the
want
new
here?
Hulk pile in?
I mean, I feel like you just
What's that?
want Basalt.
Do
That-
we
But you could grab
just
Mana
say-
Crypt here, deploy your Simic Signet. That's got to be pretty good, huh?
That seems better good. Right, yeah, okay. But if you want
But
to
then you
just
still are
say,
mana short from being able to Kinnan, but you
the
do
new,
develop your mana
part of
better.
the rings,
if we get Basalt here, we just have to say we're hoping that our next draw step is just.
What was that you were saying about the land always being on top? This wasn't on
no,
top for
I
Ping.
mean-
And there is Mana Crypt.
I'll shuffle any second.
I think this place definitely seems.
That's good.
You get punished if there is a collector roof, but I think I like this play a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of calling the bluff when Zen was like kind of showboating about grabbing a collector roof, just saying, all right, I don't think you grab a collector roof, so here's a bunch of artifacts. And
Yeah.
as you called correctly, no
I think it's
land
just-
for Ping as we go back to
you
Burden.
have three
Does get a
collectors
credit
and
counter
grab
on
the
upkeep,
collector
thanks
and
to
collectors.
Iction Money Changer. That did happen there. 4 counters available. And here comes Bloodstained Mire. That one's going to interplay and immediately be sacrificed. No tap there. Doesn't need it, says Burden.
Like a scrub.
And going to grab, it sounded like Scrub Land. Maybe we're going to play our spell with the help of Carvet Cast. Even Mind
Ooh,
Sensor.
that's
A
a
little
strong
slow on the
one.
roll on this one, but gonna be good against what TP Dragons has to offer as the die is removed from the hand as we quickly consult it. Yeah, it looks like
Yeah, that one is gonna
2 of my
hold.
cards do not work thanks to Aven Mind Sensor. And there is the stacks slowdown that you were kind of wanting to see, but once again, a little too slow. Being able to actually deploy the Fabricate ahead of time and not get got by the Aven Mind Sensor.
Yeah, no, I think it was a pretty heads up play from Pig there too.
All yours.
Go for the early Fabricate to develop mana.
Lose immediately unless he has a removal, in which case it's been nice playing with you.
Yeah, I think we just locked in. I thought it would have been a greedier start, but it wasn't, and I think that gives the
Yeah, I
time
mean,
for
Aven's
time to
big here.
catch
Oh,
up.
I tutored.
Yes.
You took it.
Sorry.
What am I
But I
doing?
think, I mean, if you're Ping, you have to be pumping your fist that you got that Fabricate off under it. And
Yeah.
now, I mean, maybe you don't have another follow-up tutor for the Basalt Monolith, but like you're looking pretty to be able to deploy cannon, and if nothing else, just activate it or whatever. Just
All right, I'm gonna
get started.
I'm gonna shock in this godless shrine. I will lose to life.
1, 2, 3.
I think TP
guess
might just
I
have
could've
to
moved
go into
Total.
the Timna
I
game
guess I
plan.
could've used the carpet mana.
Shocking, Godless Shrine,
I'm
use
gonna play
carpet
two for the
mana.
Wall of Roots.
Cast Wall of Roots.
This is
Nice.
literally
So that, you know,
doing
maybe
nothing.
likely the tutored
Turn
card.
Yeah,
1, 5.
absolutely.
Bro, I'm telling you, this hand was completely
Absolutely.
Is that all?
And Zen trying to downplay once again the impact of Wall of Roots here.
I will
That does
move
look to
my
be
second main phase. I will
second
add
main.
a red mana to my mana pool.
Add red up with
As a
carpet
Huge.
and pass the
Huge.
turn. So no carpet mana used, no wall mana used, and over to TP Dragons we go. Now we do know Natural Order, Diabolic Intent, and Eldritch Evolution in TP Dragon's hand do not work. Doesn't work.
No text.
No text at all.
I mean,
So
listen, if you believe in the deck, we can send a Diabolic.
I mean, yeah, I guess Intent has text. You will find a card. Instead, we deployed Timna.
Sir.
Blockers everywhere but on pink, so gonna be able to get a card off it as we see right now.
Okay. Yeah, let's move to combat.
You know, Wall of Rose is a
Yeah,
tad
yeah,
swole.
Yeah, wall.
Wow.
05.
Alright.
Too strong.
Post
All right, here
game
we
plan,
go.
you wanna draw one?
One life tagged card coming for TP Dragons.
Keep the land draw flowing.
Yeah, I mean the lands flowing would be good.
He's blessed by the US time zones.
You know, and it's like the worst thing I could have drawn. Was a Windswept Heath as land for turn.
Yeah, man.
There it is. Worst thing I could have drawn,
Yeah,
says TP
and,
Dragons. That one does not
Good,
work
you have good chances.
underneath Aven Mind Sensor.
I mean, it does. You're not a believer.
Sure,
Not a believer.
sure. It might work.
One.
It
I'm
might
not
work. There we
optimistic.
go.
I'll tell you that. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
optimistic.
Draw.
Send many fetches
Forest.
into the
Island.
Aven. You'll get there.
Oh, sorry, Forest off the top. That
Forest.
deploys Kennen using no
Yes.
non-land mana. So now
That's really
if
good.
this happens,
This is
we're looking at
activation.
3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7 mana. That's an activation.
Yeah, that's just activation on board.
Okay, well, that's a big deal. Are we gonna go for it now? We're certainly making mana now. I can tell you that.
Green, blue.
You should have
I
gotten
got 2
the
blue
card.
and a green.
Two blue,
Okay.
green, 2 colorless
One
floating.
colorless and
I
then
didn't know you had an
King.
Aven, bro. If you told me you had it.
I didn't
Colorless and
know
a
I had any.
blue.
No.
That Aven is
That's a
brutal.
lie.
let's say copy artifact.
Copy artifact. Whoa.
He just has it all.
What do
Yeah,
we...
He just has it all, has
Ar-
been called.
The blue
Okay,
one.
so just have Arcane
So
Signet, I guess is
tapped
what you
it,
want?
Mana Crypt and floated Simic.
Or another crypt?
Skinner.
Oh,
Yeah, you could make another crypt, right? Because you can copy your
I will
own
make a
stuff.
copy of-
Yeah.
Thinking about what he wants to
Another,
make a
I
copy
guess
of now.
another crypt gives him still an activation.
I will take Arcane Signet.
He chooses Arcane Signet.
Arcane Signet. Okay, so we won't call it.
And then that is still an activation. So there we go. Exactly enough. Activate Kennen.
Nice.
All right, a lot of big hits here. This is like, as they call the big flips deck. We got all kinds of chonkers in here. Astral Dragon, Nyxbloom Ancient, Tidespout Tyrant. I mean, Hullbreaker Horror. There's some chonkers. Reaching for a card quickly. It's Nyxbloom Ancient.
Oh, if we're on top with that, that's a problem.
Yeah, if we're on top with that, I am not loving the chances to win the game. So the pressure is on the rest of the table. Ping asserted himself as very clearly ahead. Has everything on board that he needs to get going. Nyxbloom Ancient means gonna be
A
pretty
lot.
optimistic to get another turn after this one. So we will see how the players choose to respond.
We
Burden.
send Tiam into a
It's like,
line side
play
diamond.
Tiam,
I have
play
turned the Aven,
Lions.
I turned the
I-
activate.
So that's an
Diamond.
activation at its worst.
Yeah, an activation that, but there's nothing that just like removes Nyxbloom Ancient, is there? Or Kennen, or either any piece of what's going on Pink's board?
Should have taken the Simic Signet.
Is
because
that a miss
effect
trigger?
better.
Is that a
I will draw.
got a money? Does the money changer trigger in?
Here we are.
Okay, I don't know. That's up to the player.
I don't know when the
But,
money changer triggers. I was so excited about it. I stopped
Bro,
reading it.
Like my hand is and I told you.
All right, so we just went time.
During your upkeep, it triggers.
I mean, this is
Okay,
the
well,
time
it seems like we're a little late. I don't know if we announced it or
You
not.
know, it could have been announced and
Yeah.
just never actually put on there. It's just, you know, you could have been like trigger, play this Lions Eye Diamond, go.
All
Yeah,
right,
totally
so
reasonable.
Ping is one step closer to untapping.
You have a
With a-
There's a time activation up for Burden. That's not nothing.
Listen, I'm
It's not-
excited.
I'm not optimistic. I'll tell you that.
No, the next bloom.
Zen, thinking about Nyx Bloom, third card picked up, 3 cards in hand, Wall of Roots mana, Carpet mana, and 2 lands available.
Makes fun of me if I decide to drop a tutor into an Aven.
Alright, I'm gonna use Carpet mana, Wall of Roots mana, Savannah mana, Godless Shrine mana. I will cast time.
Cast Time. That uses all available mana. Carpet,
Wow.
wall, double land.
Okay, so we're just saying it's on TP to deal with this. Okay,
I mean, what do you want the Time players to do that they haven't done already, right?
true.
Like, frankly,
Yeah,
they
they-
just don't interact well.
Zen?
And like, really, the decision point I think that Zen was actually talking about earlier, as far as searching up Collector Oof.
I'm gonna play
Oh,
this
there's
in hand,
Gaia's Cradle. That's a
and
pretty
then
good
we'll
one.
pass it through.
Searching up Collector Oof with Imperial Seal might have actually just would have played out to be the optimal thing to do
Well,
based on how
yeah.
things has happened. But it still might not even be enough. And then, you're behind Burden and you're just not, you may not even be playing to win in that case. So, I'm not saying I disagree with Zen necessarily, but as far as the spot we're in right now, I think it's optimistic to ask
I'm gonna
these
tell you what my
Time
overall
players to
plan
get
is,
anything
set
done.
activations in my room.
Oh, double fetch. We gotta send it. We got to send it.
Is that a verdict? Catacombs? That is a
Yup,
tough
double
spot.
fetch.
Wow.
Is there like any resources?
3 tutors in
Timna-
hand.
Timna doesn't get in, so
Timna has nowhere to go.
you gotta. I think you have to spin the wheel.
I would probably cast the Diabolic Intent at least. Because like
I think I
before
would
you
see.
get a card.
Sure, I think I would have went. I think I would see if I hit a land. If we get
Right.
lucky, I mean,
You
hey,
already
if
have
we
2 of your
get,
fetchables in play. Like, I just don't think they work. I don't think those ever work.
But that's not
you're
the
not a
thing.
believer, sir.
I'm not a believer. You're absolutely right.
Sorry to ask this question in the finals. If I crack the
Chad is apparently excited to see me lacking facial hair, so I don't know what's up with that.
Hey,
I
listen, that mustache and mullet was
it was
atrocious, good
beautiful.
sir.
It was
It was
beautiful.
horrific. Let me be honest with you. A true marker in there.
I was
Marcus.
trying to get it for the summer vibes, but
It was
I had some
definitely summer
interviews and
vibe.
stuff I needed to do.
I respect that. The summer vibes was definitely there. I felt the summer radiating off you.
Oh, we drew Demonic Tutor too. All right, so the head is literally just 4 tutors, and Demonic Tutor is the one we're casting.
It's the thing with hotness. They
That's
fall
tough.
real hard to anti-search.
That's so tough. I mean, TP Dragon's Hand is literally like 4 tutors. Now 3, obviously. Lands, 2 tutors.
Yeah, you gotta spin the wheel. I'm a fan of what is happening. Spin the wheel.
Yeah,
You don't know what can happen.
Removal spells good, creatures good. Like, I don't know. See what happens. It's like an anticipate. No, impulse.
Yeah.
The card's impulse.
Impulse,
It's an impulse.
yeah. And then you might, if you feel like you're running hot, get the lands too. You might just get everything. Come on, man. If you run hot, you run hot.
They don't
Cash
do
it.
anything.
There we go.
Throw your cards in the trash can. Call it a day.
Absolutely.
Call it a day.
You definitely don't. This next bloom on tapping is tough. So
It's so tough. I mean, you got to do something. And the other Time players are content to just sit there and talk to each other and not actually take any game
oh,
action.
you know, maybe there's a word that can say, hey, sack the even. So I can find an answer.
No.
How do you sack it? I don't know. They have activation. Maybe they're gonna get a carrion feeder. I don't know. Activate.
Yeah, I mean, they could activate. You find Collector Roof. That matters.
If that goes through with
Could
the-
find
We got
a sack outlet, sack the Aven.
So, as a judge here, if no immediate information has been gained, you
I'm
are
not saying
allowed
it's
to
great. I'm just saying.
cast something
That's
an opponent is like,
hold on.
Alrighty.
Passing prior.
So we're still having a conversation.
Oh, it sounds like there's a conversation
Say that he holds prior
around
and
Demonic
my
Tutor,
understanding
maybe
is
a
that he cannot
priority
say
conversation.
You explicitly hold prior, that it's assumed you pass
I
prior.
think
and
Brandon
I
might be
also
see if
pass,
he wants to
technically
activate
information
here.
was gained that I will not interact with Demonic Tutor.
However, he was talking while he was putting it on the stack.
If Brandon can activate, Zen
It's totally
cannot.
fine. I did it. We can keep it and let it resolve. I do have
So
another
Zen will
tutor
go up
that I would
to
be able
only 2 counters.
All right, so it sounds like they are talking about getting rid of the Aven.
It's working out. Because if they get rid of the Aven, he just slams EE.
Does that win?
Yeah, because you slam Eldritch Evolution second Timna, get Academy Rector, and Rector on the,
Yeah.
I guess, a carrion feed if you,
Okay, so
yeah, because you have the Diabolic Intent.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We have the intent. And
Yeah, so you go put the pattern on the Rector, set Rector, get
you have enough
pulled.
mana for
Managed
this?
to kill the Nyx Beast.
Yes, no,
Maybe one.
no.
Okay.
You
I
do
think you're
not.
one short.
You're one short.
Right.
Did another fetch.
So
if
we're
any
not,
artifacts are blown up, does it
we
stop?
did not sack, so
No,
we're
the problem
doing
with
some
this one-
anticipate action.
Yeah, we're impulsing. Impulse. Shiny.
Impulse, not
Actually,
oh,
in fact, impulse on the original text box, which has you shuffle afterwards instead of putting them on bottom. That is not the Oracle text of impulse today, but it is the Oracle text of what's happening right now.
I do have something that can blow up an artifact. I do have that.
Why do I think anticipate? What is that? Is that one with top three?
Top three.
Yeah.
One U, top three.
Actually, that'll work then because it'll.
I think there's one that cares about domain I've seen play too. It's like you get to look at top X where X is your domain, and then you get one. That one was played in, I think it's like Worldly Council or something. It was played in some Bring to Light Scapeshift decks back in the day. That's how I learned about that card.
Bring to Light Scapeshift. That deck was, oh boy.
You're not about to talk shit about Bring to Light Scapeshift, are you?
Oh, big Scapeshift. I forgot. You're a green player in the
I'm a Scapeshift man. I love some
okay.
Scapeshift.
Okay.
It's so sick. So sick.
I can attack, get rid of the Aven. I have
a lot of conversation about this demonic tutor.
But it's resolved. What is the conversation?
Yeah, I think
to go search for even like a deflecting swat because I have 10.
I think we have, unless he's frozen, but I believe we've chosen a card.
I don't think he's frozen. There's conversation happening based on like kind of people just adjusting things.
I think in that case, Burden is just gonna run away with the game.
Maybe we're talking about the cards. No, because we already put the card. Oh, no.
I mean, I respect it because the tie-in players just were like, yeah, I don't know, deal with it. And now the player's like, I have 9 tutors in my hand. I can't deal with it because you're freaking Aven. And so we're just having this like council meeting about it. But because I mean, obviously, right, if Ping untaps, it's just,
we don't know
I mean, as close to GG as you could get, right? Like that's whatever. It's so much.
Yeah.
Literally.
Sure, you can hope he gets unlucky, which is a thing that can happen in Kinnan.
Is there a way to even get on? I mean, you just get so many activations. I don't know how much of your deck you need to look with. I mean, sure, I guess you technically play 30 lands or something. Like I'm not optimistic.
Yes, I can.
It seems
So
like we've gotten our
we're
card.
shuffling. We've selected a card. Yeah. So now.
So it's gonna cost 2 mana, and I'm gonna.
There's
need 1
more
in order to
tutors.
Yeah. So I can.
Once the Aven is gone, I will then fetch for my lands at least. So I have.
I've seen that Aven got touched so many times.
Yeah, the Aven is getting picked up and put down a lot, but there's no cards that remove it at this time. So I don't know what we're going to be able to assemble here.
Wants you to run the carrion feeder.
So if this, I should have waited for the deck list. If this,
all right, so I'm gonna move to combat.
If team, I saw a white card.
All right.
Combat.
Carrion feeder and Timna.
What? Oh, the conversation
oh,
is let
we're
him
blocking. Jeez. Okay. Carrion feeder is going to get blocked by Aven. 2 life gained by Timna.
Oh, this is no.
Now
this is tricky.
Okay.
We still can't do the lock.
All right, so we know natural order, Eldritch Evolution, Diabolic Intent.
Yeah.
Verdant fetched.
Good.
But the thing is, Burden can just get him if he wants to. I guess which is the
Burden can bring back the Aven at any point. So
okay.
You can't just like scum them. This is a weird spot. So what do you get if you're going to be true to your word and say, okay, I'm going to grab something to answer this? Is it a sweeper?
Who is the biggest chat player ever if he's just sandbagging a counter spell and we're just.
Oh yeah, he's gonna blow Twitter and all that stuff up. He's not gonna be a celebrity.
2 cards in hand.
1, 2, 3.
I guess you still have a emergency.
I think it's his hand. No, I guess it's one unknown card.
2 on top.
He played a land. Yeah, EE doesn't work.
So
whatever.
He finds a
I mean, not
5
losing is better than
or
winning.
lower.
5 or lower.
I'm getting a little bit of a hand bleed there. Didn't get a great
Yeah,
look.
I think if there's a leaning relic order in his hand. Oh,
Far
Kasaka
Commando.
That
Didn't
works.
need to search for that.
Yes.
That does destroy the Nyx
And-
Bloom agent. And it's forced. Blue card is the last 2
Ooh.
cards?
Heard it. This one.
Are
Have
you
it all.
joking?
Are you-
Have it all.
The last 2 cards?
Okay.
Of course he
All right,
was
force.
Is there a
Mitch,
red blast?
Swan Song.
Okay. All right.
Gonna
there a red
happen.
blast?
Any
Honestly,
responses
none
from
of you
TP Dragons? I mean, there's almost certainly no interaction. We didn't see any before, and Cathar Commando, I think, was the other unknown draw. I think we've seen every card that TP Dragons has access to, and there's nothing that the Kaim players can do to stop it. That one's gonna hit the bin.
That is beautiful.
that opening
No
hand
cards in
Force
hand.
blue card?
What else you got?
Nothing. But does he need anything else?
Do you have a way? Do you have a way to? Use
Now,
Second Tutor for a
what?
free
So
blue?
we know there's one more tutor in the tank, but we're out of mana.
I can do the
Well, the
diabolical
only thing so we know he played
I
Slaughter Pack from the semifinals. So the Slaughter Pack is free that can hit. The problem with that is he turns off 3 of his mana on his turn, which isn't great.
You're bleeding.
Yeah,
you're
we
bleeding,
can
you're
get a
bleeding.
look at the hand there. Oh yeah, there was a Timna draw too that was unknown. So I think
Which
there
yeah,
might be one card we don't know. But even still, 2 mana, Diabolic Intent's the only thing that works. And we know, I mean, it's
I'm-
being untapped once again.
I'm not
Not
sucking
good.
my Tim. Are you sucking your Timber for this intent?
Well, are you letting him untap?
I think I'm taking my chances on the whiff.
Means force effect.
On the whiff? I mean,
Yeah.
Shami. Okay, hold on.
That's me. That's me. I'm not saying
3.
I'm correct.
6 plus
It's a
6
lot
is
of mana.
12
It's a lot of
plus
mana.
3,
There's a lot of deliberation here.
15,
but,
16, 17. 17 mana? I mean, what is that?
So,
3,
3
two
activations?
activations? 2 activations.
That's fine. I can gamble on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
You're
What are you gonna
crazy.
hit? No, what?
A ham sandwich. What do you want? I don't know. Anything.
A dork. He can hit dork. I'm good with that. I am not sacking my Tim now.
I'm gonna go ahead
No way.
I'm gonna go for the diabolic intent and see what I can find.
Nope,
It
not
looks like
doing
we're
it.
intenting. We are diabolic
doing it.
intenting. Not doing it.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well,
Not
he's
doing it.
That you know what? That's why he's here. You're there. All right. Here we go.
Absolutely, that is correct. Absolutely
different.
correct.
Built different. Well, here we go. We've cast intent.
Yes.
Now what?
Yeah, so we have to intent, Slaughter Pact, use both of your tutors to find an answer, and the
thing is,
time
that's
play
not even
gets
that.
on
Like, what do you
top.
slaughter pack? The Kinnan? Okay,
No,
replay it.
the next
Slaughter
bloom.
pack the next bloom? Okay, untap, activate again anyway.
Yeah, that's
Right deck?
exactly. So why does Taylor free spin?
Slaughter pack
See if he hits it.
Yeah, you can also consider that.
I mean, to be fair, in TP Dragon's defense, Timna doesn't attack well on this board, and like, your hand is full of tutors that you have to like Mother May I to even get resolved. Because other like Burden can literally just destroy you at any time.
Especially- Exactly. Was Burden just having the Avon over my head? Nah, bruh. Nah. You have to suffer on that one. I'm not intented here.
Can you move your lotus?
You have the key to my Hulk pile unlocked?
Then,
No.
Yeah.
No, you need to figure that out.
No, you need to figure
You
that
need to
out.
figure that out. There's an Avon looming over my head.
I'm just gonna
Oh.
hope it whiffs.
Oh man, I just got excited. He was on tapping.
Yeah, he was. We thought we got somewhere, but no, we tutored.
If you let him untap, he will have 20
No
mana.
way he got an answer for the next bloom.
If you let him untap, he has.
He has
two
two
or three
activations. Let him on
It
tap.
might be 3. I think if he has a land, it might be 3.
Come on, TP. Let him on tap. Believe.
What the fuck is happening?
Don't do such to yourself.
All right.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then
No, he's doing it. He's doing it. A shot.
No.
Either way, slaughter. What,
No.
just die? Come on, you gotta slaughter pack that thing. Get out of here.
All yours.
Get out. Out.
Drake.
All right.
For real? Double T. No, bro.
Dude, these time decks have like no cards. They just like threw their cards in the trash can. I don't know. Come on. Like you have to do something. And if these time players get to untap again, maybe they can finally help.
They're not helping. They're not gonna put their win attempt on stack.
Grim Monolith.
He would have actually.
That would have been a win. and is now
Yes, that would have been a win.
just nothing.
Well, that would have been
So
infinite mana.
Ashani
No, it would have been infinite mana.
sympathizes in shambles.
Luckily, we had
Oh, only infinite mana. Very beatable.
Infinite
Super
colorless mana. Still not winnable.
Still not winnable.
activation.
You just get like 500 activations. No
Sure.
big deal.
I just remember all my games
To
against
all the
King
green and
Kong
blue
and
mana we
King
can
Kong.
make. All right, so we're
Activate Kinnan.
what are we doing? We're
All right,
spinning the
we're
wheel.
activating Kinnan.
I will pass on your Kinnan.
What?
Yes.
Well, we're picking up cards, so I don't think anybody has anything.
Fucking lands in a veil of summer.
4 lands in a veil
See,
of summer.
that was a whiff right there. The gamble paid off. Come on, bro. Believe, I tell you, believe.
You're insane.
Oh, my man.
All right.
Could have,
All right, so
true.
what do we have left? We have 6, 1
Fred
short of an
Sanchez.
activation, no cards in hand, so that's gonna do it for that turn.
Okay, so we activated time and we hit. What do we hit?
Time activation.
We're
Nothing.
activating Tiam using the Lion's Eye
Fucking what?
Diamond.
Sorry, I said-
Finale.
Yeah, Phyrexian.
Oh, that's the new Phyrexian rule lock.
From a
Oh,
mother of-
okay, cool. All yours.
Sensor, Phyrexian sensor.
no.
Okay, that
Finale
was in our
devastation.
hand.
Yeah,
Okay, so
those
that
are the
was
cards
in our
discard
hand with
from
LED.
LED.
Yeah.
Sphere of Resistance.
I decided to
Arbor
get rid
Elf.
of the universe or something.
Arbor Elf,
Oh.
the grab.
Oh, weren't
You
the
get
one
another
that
roll
had
at
the
it with the
Elf that
upkeep credit
I
counter.
don't know who
Yeah,
left out.
vigilance.
I love
And you
Arbor
have vigilance counter.
Bro. Okay.
I'll draw.
On your upkeep. On the money
Upkeep.
changer, trigger.
Money changer trigger on the stack
I guess you
Zen
doubt you're gonna correct.
is
Yeah, I
reaching
guess.
for.
Add a counter to the Wool Roots.
Yes, you get to spin the wheel here for Zen.
Tap my Gaia Scriddle and remove your Gaia
Why do it now?
Worldly Tutor, Command Tower, Lion's Eye Diamond. We.
Ooh,
Command
Lion's Eye
Tower, Worldly
Diamond.
Tutor, Lion's Eye
Would
Diamond?
you even me?
I think you want the land drop here. The LED, the Wall of Roots need another 2 turn cycles to get online.
I mean, Ping
I
is
think those hidden land drops matter.
for the win. Yeah.
Bruh.
Wait, it's for Pig has 6 mana, so it's almost double Kinnan activations.
I will look at my hand.
Thinking about what to grab
and
here.
I will.
Command Tower.
What is that?
Maybe it does carpet.
Is it just 2 lands? Yeah, okay, 2 lands on
I
the
will
LED.
make a command tower.
I
No,
don't
I
know
think it was
what
a
that-
Worldly Tutor. I think it was just a tutor.
Actually, at
Okay.
this point, I would wish for an
Yeah, the command tower seems. Yeah, those develop.
Command Tower seems fine. Better than an LED,
I'll make a
probably.
fight.
All right. Well, the money changer was on the stack. He acknowledged it. Yeah. I was like, we need to do that. You acknowledged that trigger already. You can't go back and miss it after the fact, I don't think.
I'll just pass the turn.
No use of carpet mana past the turn.
Yeah, that seems.
Holding up even potentially.
Yeah, you get to hold up Avon's fair
I guess
persistence.
what's the rush? Once again, like the time
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
gonna
It's a
assemble a
t-
win.
Yeah, it's a toolbox deck. He's just going to do the toolbox thing, however it comes.
Okay. Well, here's carpet mana for Zen. Still only 1.
What am I generating? I'm
Well,
generating
carpet
a
mana, Wall of Roots activation.
white mana?
I mean, yeah, we get a
white
spin.
mana over the carpet.
I think you want to spin now because you can get another spin on Burden's end step using the wall.
Do you have a spin? I think you only have 2 counters.
Well, this is worthless.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, the Wall of Roots is not up to 3. You have to wait on
It's not up to
TP's
3.
turn.
Well, yeah, because he's already activated it. That's what that mana
Yeah.
there is. It looks like a green and a white based on the dice. Is moving mana around though, so might have just a play from hand. Because you can cradle now for 3, activate, and then
some more.
Death Threat is
I
even
have
a lot
two
more.
before
sounds
Lot
like
of
our
pack
audio might
trigger.
have been missed. All right,
these.
there we go. We're back. Paying for the pacts, love it. Long time since then, does pay for it. Good to his word was TP Dragons as far as the Slaughter Pact with all of these tie-ins locked and loaded and Kidden threatening a win. What can TP Dragons assemble here with no mana left? Remorseful Cleric. Whoa. You know what that one does? Sack it, exile a graveyard.
That's pretty
That's
good.
hilarious.
I like the follow-up
Oh.
here.
That matters.
Correct?
2
That
graveyard
matters.
decks.
I think I'll activate time in response.
Responding with a time activation is burden. Maybe reaching for an even?
This time activation, okay.
We'll see. I mean, I guess we'll see what comes off the top, huh?
Gemstone.
Gemstone.
Blind
Seal.
TP.
No
What is
idea what that
that?
last thing is.
Yes, sir.
No idea.
Do you want a
Leyline
ruler?
To me.
Do you want a ruler? Or you just want an Aven?
Aven. Aven is back with a vigilance counter. Still doesn't do a lot to stop what Pig's got going on. So despite whiffing, might just be able to get to untap and go again.
Have to activate.
And also another activation from Zay. Yeah, because you don't have to activate. But it doesn't matter if they activate now or later. I don't think really matters.
Yeah, you have nothing in your
Unless-
graveyard you want to hit now, and it resolves all as one ability. I think you can wait if you're
Oh,
Zen.
I guess Burden just need, yeah, if Zen can wait, I think Burden just
The question
needs
is,
to
if you're looking
finish.
for like an oof or something, you kind of want to do it now anyway, just to like stop Ping from doing anything on their turn.
I think he was trying to save the Aven from TP getting it removed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there was something already in the graveyard that he wanted to get back, so it made sense to activate there. Whereas if you are planning to grab whatever you flip, it doesn't matter if you do it now or later because you can't interrupt the ability resolving with the Remorseful Cleric's ability. Add Wall of Roots counter on instep. Yes. Looks
Alright,
like we're
we
not
untapped.
activating. Gonna double activate on Burden's instep instead.
Nice.
Draw.
Cast a Void Winnower.
Jeez.
Void Winnower. Okay. I don't know what that does or doesn't do, but
Yeah.
sure. We got mana for it.
Yeah, I can't even.
How much mana do you have after the
Right.
We
So our
can't-
opponents can't even.
even.
Can't cast even mana cost, so that natural order we know about doesn't work, but it doesn't stop times from activating. It actually kind of doesn't do that much
Yeah,
here.
I don't know how to feel about it.
Is it 11-9?
Grind, but
Sure.
It swings. That's kind of
Sure.
where it is.
I guess they can't block with even, so maybe yeah, you could just beat people up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably better than your average hit with Kedded.
Do I gamble that I find a non-fetchable land?
I don't know. If you hit like Seaborn Muse, the ceiling's higher.
I guess I gamble.
It's like the only
Yeah.
one though.
don't you have Command Tower in the yard? Oh wait, no.
No,
you
I
recurred
brought it
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Because most of these creatures are odd. That's all in play. So they can technically block.
Yeah. And like once again, the time players, I don't even know how much they're even interested in casting spells for the rest of the game. They're just gonna
I don't
activate
think they're-
Tiems,
Yeah.
which I mean is kind of the power of Tiem, and that's kind of maybe the underrated thing is there's a lot of rhetoric, planes, and Scrib Ranger. Is they can not only play under rule of law, but also they get to play through stuff like Void Winnower because it just doesn't stop them from casting spells.
Grave Ranger is pretty good with the Land Searcher guy. I'm so sorry. Even
Weathered
double
Wayfarer
death.
or Relic,
No.
Knight of the Reliquary.
No, Knight of the Reliquary.
Yeah, Knight of the Reliquary.
You get to like do
Is-
Yavimaya tricks with Cradle now. I think that's pretty. I think the script is a good hit here.
I mean, Eidolon's not that bad of a hit either. Maybe it doesn't matter that much. Yeah, it's probably script, right? Could be a land. Land's not bad too.
No, it's just a stupid joke.
You know, Eidolon doesn't matter because Brennan also have access to a rule of law. I don't think you want to put the rule of law in play.
Oh, neither will doesn't work because of Avon, so it actually just doesn't work at all. So never mind. That's
Oh
very
yeah, true. I mean,
and that's probably why this decision's really hard. Take the Scrib Ranger. It's,
double Death Right activation is
Zero
still
is
just
right?
busted.
I'll take
I'll take the script.
well, it's not. Well, busted is not the term I would use.
It's a graveyard deck. You play
Oh, good.
2 graveyard decks, you get to just exile all the relevant pieces. I like it.
Wait, do I have to?
All
Keep the
right, all right.
graveyards in check.
Well, you're the green cards master, so if you say it's
Okay,
busted, it
sure.
is so.
It's very good
You
versus
have
these
to.
graveyard
Yeah,
strategies.
you do.
Can't argue with that. As here comes likely another activation. 1, 2. Yeah, there. 3. Yeah, we need a third counter. Okay, we did it. Second activation coming
I
through.
will just untap Grim Monolith in response.
Untapping Grim Monolith in response.
If I'm activating at the right timings or not.
Oh yeah, you'll see that one.
I have
So
no idea what that
that's-
is. No idea what that is. I think that's the Vial of Moon, whatever. And then Court of
The thing is,
Calling.
I don't
Yeah.
think
Can't grab
I
that.
wanna take it, 'cause
The Moon thing shoots cannon, actually. That's not bad.
Is there any reason not
Huh.
I think shooting Avon might do better his game plan here.
But he's just gonna fucking recast it. I'm gonna think.
Increase his own game.
Thought about taking the Moon Glove extract, but decided to rethink here.
Yeah, please.
It also forces TP to crack the Grave Hate. No,
I should start swinging.
Does
maybe.
it? I mean, well, so here's the thing: is like if you shoot cannon, we just recast it.
Well,
If
have
you
Arbor,
shoot-
also nothing else.
Avon, it just comes back with Tyam. How do you make any progress?
Avon.
shoot the
this thing.
Avon, talk
Yeah,
TP into exiling yards.
More politicking from the guy you already got to sack 2 tutors just to slaughter pack something?
It's clearly
Seems
working.
ambitious. It's
Lean
clearly
into
working.
it.
Triple down on
Lean
it.
into it. Yeah,
Triple down
lean.
on it. All right.
Credit counter.
Card on TP's board, of course, if you're not familiar, Remorseful Cleric, a card that is a spirit. I think it might be a spirit cleric, actually, given that its name is Remorseful Cleric. 1 and a white flyer, get to sack it to exile, target opponent's graveyard. Might actually be target players, but who cares? You mostly use it on your opponent. Solid graveyard hate for the spirits deck, and pretty sweet here against this pile of graveyard decks.
Excuse me.
As these players are just
Activate Diamat
thinking.
Sorcery Speed.
No, we're activating. We're
What do you have in grave currently?
doing a thing.
We're
Friendly
activating.
Inspected Land,
Phyrexian
Yes,
Censer,
we're-
LED, Limit of Abundance,
Gemstones, yeah.
Gemstone Cavern.
I think
We good.
Not a lot of
We
exciting
good. I don't
stuff.
think you have to do it now.
Nothing juicy.
I don't. Yeah.
Because with the activation, I guess
Copper is
you
very
cannot.
overhead, I
The
think.
minute the mill happens, you can't interact.
Yeah, you can't do anything once the mill happens. Command Beacon among the mix. Vampiric Tutor, wow.
Okay, not
2
great.
lands,
not
Vamp
great.
Tutors, not good. Gonna
Vampiric Command Beacon and of
Grab the
course,
land.
I'll
Grab
pass
Flooded
and
Strand and fetch.
I will pass on your fetch.
That grabs.
Then
I guess the
grab
Yavimaya makes all your stuff
I'll
forests.
go
I don't even know if
back
you were
and
supposed to
have
sack it
Arbor
because you could
and the
just
basic planes. And I will cast this Ranger Captain.
cast
Ranger
Ranger
Captain?
Captain is the follow up.
Ranger Captain.
Another card that actually just doesn't
No,
do
it's
that much in this
Yeah,
pod.
not really.
Not a lot of interaction to be seen. I mean, we already seen Force of Will pitching a swan song. That's probably the extent of the interaction we're going to see for the most part that isn't based around permanence.
So here's
And
planes.
yeah, there's the planes that was fetched from the Flooded Strand. Now we get to find a 1.
The last moment for the cleric would be if he goes to crack.
What is that?
Protein Hydra?
Is Protean?
I-
Oh, what?
Yes,
It is an
planes are
X and a
planes.
green to cast. I think when it dies, you get to Sphinx's Revelation equal to the counters on it.
Okay.
I will believe the words you're saying to me.
Yeah.
All right, let's get Protein Hydra up on the screen. I'm sure Cal will get that taken care of as soon as possible. Yeah, X green creature Hydra rare
Wait,
from
yeah,
M11,
no, yeah, never mind.
also printed as a mythic in M10.
Yeah.
If damage would be, or sorry, here we go. Enters the battlefield with X counters on it. If damage would be dealt to it, prevent that damage and remove that many counters. Whenever a counter is removed from Protein Hydra, put 2 counters on it at the beginning of the next upkeep. So sorry, it is not the Sphinx's Revelation one. It is the one that grows when you don't actually kill it, which is actually very flavorful for a Hydra. But with time, obviously, you remove the counter and then it gets more counters. You get the joke?
Yeah.
Okay, I get the joke.
That's cool.
So what did we actually? We didn't kill Kinnins. What did we ping? Oh no, it's whenever you sacrifice it. My bad.
No, it's this is not the one that you sacrifice.
Okay.
This is the one that you just put in play, but you need to put like 2 counters on it. That way you can remove one and then start growing it. So it needs to be like a 3 mana spell in this deck for the most part. Can't believe it was a mythic in M10. Sure was. Beautiful art by Jim Murray. I believe the artist for Tarmogoyf as well. Don't quote. All right, so now once again, we were talking pregame about the Tayum decks kind of just being behind, but as soon as you and I think both saw kind of the slow pace with which the top 2 players started, and specifically the misses with Ping have been important as well, but the slow development from both TP Dragons and Ping Master Pong has really allowed these Tayum decks to kind of get a hold in this game, and now Zen actually has something barely threatening assembled here.
So we activate the Deathrise Shaman.
Yeah,
Excelinate Flood is Strand. And then bring back that play.
Untap Savannah, bounce it, play it.
I'm surprised we're doing that. I think the Yavin Maya seems a lot more.
You mean the cradle? Yeah.
Yeah, grabbing the cradle. Yeah.
Yeah, Zen may not see it. That cradle is a force right now because of Yavi Maya. Tarmogoyf artist is Justin Murray. My apologies. I thought it was Jim Murray. It shows what I know.
Okay, so we're
Deafening Silence on the stack.
Nice. That does a thing, I guess. It does a thing against Ping.
Non-creatures is not really what this game's about. I mean, maybe if TP Dragons ever starts to answer any of the problems on this board, like it restricts you to only 1 tutor, but like, I mean, TP Dragons just has so much work to do, and we might actually be in like the play Tana, hope to untap so you can natural order territory.
Hope someone removes this Avon and exile it.
I mean, there's just so much to do.
There's so much to do.
It is 5 o'clock in the morning.
I'm rooting for him though. You know, got lead into interacting. I'm hoping we get the dub.
Anything, and there is no Timna fucking block.
So recasted Timna for 5? The Remorseful Cleric flies, so you can get in and start drawing cards.
Yeah, because it just stops evens from blocking, right? It doesn't stop them from attacking.
Correct.
Void Winnower. Can't block, right. So now actually Timna gets better because less things can block.
Right.
For the cleric. Cleric is kind of what I got holding on to at the moment.
No, but
it doesn't. But Tuga won't break.
I don't think you want to see if they want to trade.
Well, yeah, I don't think you're going to attack the Avon player, but you have attacks against Ping.
Yeah, I think you're going after Ping here.
So as well.
Ping
I mean, you could try to leave it. No, it can't even block. So yeah, I can't block. So I would just.
I don't have Cradle.
Gotta send it. Attack.
The Hydra, and he's going to Moonclove it, and then I lose.
I can't. If you play X, it doesn't enter.
You can recur.
Ping has 6 men on board, so we don't have an activation for a surprise blocker.
Let the
yeah,
cleric
just come at me. Just come at me, honestly.
I'll swing at you, Ping.
Yeah, take 2.
Yeah, and there we go. 2 at Ping. Gonna happen. Gets to draw a card.
I will.
Even spells don't work. Temple Garden does work. Untapped. And shocked it in. No further plays.
Ping Master Pong, I would like to ask you, how much mana do you have available
my next turn?
Total.
4, 7, 9.
Looks like we're doing a mana count before we untap. Yeah, how many times you get to activate that cannon?
If there is no
Yeah.
cannon, how much?
So
mana do
it's
you have?
still one, right?
Inside right.
If there's
4,
no, basically, I think we're trying to
7.
see, should we kill the cannon
And
now
if
with the
I-
extract?
If I get a cannon, if I recast cannon, I also have an activation.
If
But you don't have to. You
he
have only one.
recasts cannon, 4
Yeah.
plus
I would
4,
like
5,
to
6. Yeah, we definitely have an activation even with a
I will
recast.
tab the
So
golden
we
line.
could.
Actually,
I
why
mean,
don't
you get to
just
restrict a
use
lot. You could
the
shoot it, then
target?
rebuy it, and then just like in response to the first activation, shoot it again.
Shoot
And just be like, all right,
again, yeah.
you're never getting this thing. You get one more activation, pal. That's it. And that might just be fine. That might be good enough to get Ping out of here. I mean, we were laughing about the Moonglow extract, but like, actually just might be good enough to shut off the Kinnan player entirely here and make this once again a double tie-in setup.
Jeez.
As Ping does take 3 from the Mana Crypt.
I think if that's the game plan, if we can't get out of the lock, I think we just draw go
11
until we
right?
just find the
Or-
combo and slam it on one turn.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what you have to do, right? Is like try
Yeah.
to respond to like the shooting or whatever with like more activations.
Theoretically, I could just jump it with a Death Shaman.
Yeah.
Here's an attack with Void Winnower, which isn't, I mean, that's a fine plan too. Here's my 11-9. Good luck.
I will.
I have the biggest thing on the table. You want to shoot my stuff? Okay. Here's a Void Winnower. Find an answer. Take 11, says Zen, as we see the down arrow being pushed a great deal number of times. Kinnan being cast.
Doing good.
4 mana, tapped. Gonna resolve. Do you spend now or do you wait?
Play a seed bonus.
Oh, Seedborn Muse!
You top deck.
That's not good enough because it dies again.
Alright.
Yeah, you should just activate in response and shoot it again.
I wish my top decks were this good.
Gotta get some
Man,
good
I
old
guess,
complaining
I
about
guess
top decks in
maybe-
before we proceed. But like, I mean, once again, it just doesn't do anything. Just shoot it.
Can't
I
go
guess
again.
maybe the argument is you run them out of counters,
Okay.
but they get to untap before.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you get so much more.
Please let me kill it. Yo, I will add a counter on the wall roots.
It's just
Add
spins
counter
it.
on Wall of Roots.
Kinnan has nothing.
Pop
on
the
top of
cleric. Pop the cleric.
I'm not. Bro, I'm not
I think we're activating now
Yeah.
to the chance of Pop the
I'm
Cleric
at
from
3
Ping.
mana, and I will let my intentions be known that with this time activation, I'm planning to recur Moonglow Extract to kill the Kinnan.
Yeah,
Going anywhere.
basically saying, hey, please don't Cleric me.
Pass on my own time activation.
I guess if he
Sack the Kinnan, you sack
clerics.
the cleric.
I
What's
guess
the
the
motivation of
arg-
Cleric? Can you just die? Is there a way you
I know,
die? I don't
we-
understand why we
we
even
are-
consider
I
Cleric.
think
Slowly but surely losing.
I
the
think
Moonglow.
we can say
No,
that he
like,
can
so
eventually
rest
kill
of
his
the turn,
Timna.
right?
So
If
cleric
you
now,
untap, you have 2 activations per turn. Before your turn, you will have 6 Kinnan.
because eventually he's just
Well,
gonna keep
like
all
most
2
things, yeah,
toughness creatures in check forever.
He got
To
hit
get rid of it
properly
now?
there, he knows
Right.
what he must do, so.
Wink, wink.
Like, you just have this machine gun, and it's really hard to overwhelm that. So what?
Pauper is your priority. What are you doing?
To crack it now.
Yes,
If
Yeah.
you crack it
let
now,
them-
have them deal with a
Let him
Seaborn Muse?
He got it.
I'm gonna pass on the time activation.
Yeah.
Pass on the time activation says TP. Burden says so as well. Forest, crop rotation, Young Wolf.
Bring back the Moonglow
Bring back the
Extract.
extract. All right. Have to imagine that's going after a Kinnan. However, we do get to untap all of our stuff anyway with Seedborn Muse, which
Yeah,
gives,
no
I mean, if
cards
nothing
in-
else, gives your Void Winnower a little bit of vigilance. But yeah, no cards in hand is not really where Ping wants to be. Now, there is an argument to be said for like Zen has to like do that with their turn every turn
All the
because Kinnan
turn,
can just
yeah.
keep being replayed, and Burden gets to sit here and develop
Do
unchecked.
nothing,
Is that
yeah.
something?
Ex-
Is that
yeah,
something Zen's okay with? I don't know. Maybe the answer is you have to be okay with it. But
Like,
Burden now knows
Hydra,
that's the case. It's like, okay, fine. You got Kinnan in check. I just get to develop. Here's a Protean Hydra thing for a bunch.
Let me read the Hydra again.
Zen pulling up Protean Hydra.
It's
Get a
Genesis
look at
Hydra?
that.
'Cause this is the thing
Protean
that
Hydra.
exponentially grows. No, it's not Genesis Hydra. What is it called?
Protein Hydra.
Protein Hydra. So it'll enter as a 2/2. Then
Enters
whenever you
as a
remove counters,
2/2.
it'll become a 4/4, and then a 6/6, and an 8/8, and then 10. Okay, for never
It becomes bigger on instep. You can shoot it with the moon glow. This extract actually just looks bananas. Sean, I don't know anything about cedh. I'm ready to admit it. I don't know anything. I make content. I like think about this format all day, every day, and then I'm
You need
sitting
to
here
get
like,
out.
this is
Get
the
out
worst
of
card
your
I've ever seen.
Grexis.
Oh, actually, it's just the best card I've ever seen. Okay, it just kills everything. Okay, right. I don't know anything. 3 mana shock. Come into
Seems
cedh
pretty
boss near
good.
you. I don't
Seems pretty
understand.
good.
I don't understand. Not even 3 mana. It's like 6 mana. It's like buy it back and stuff.
Buy
It's like,
back
oh,
is yeah. It's
just so
controlling.
expensive.
It's controlling the board.
I will pass priority.
Well, let's rephrase. It's controlling Kinnan.
it's controlling Kenny. Well, I mean, it's gonna shoot this protein hydra too, right? Like here's a 2/2 or whatever.
Now I'm
This is
trying to
like-
yeah. That's basically like a big time counter
Yeah.
generator.
Yes, but I will be tapping out for now.
Okay, so now we're 3 mana.
I just
Yeah,
Counter,
activation.
counter.
This close to just full mute.
All right, now we're activating Tayum, and now a counter's been removed from the Hydra, so it will trigger and get 2 counters on instep.
Yeah, that graveyard is not juicy.
Graveyard still looks pretty mid, so we are still just like flipping cards off the top.
I mean, the Deathside Shaman can
Maybe-
do a thing.
Tayum's just the new Thrasios.
You can recur.
It's just instead of drawing a card,
okay.
you just
Sure.
get
Get
the
back
card
and
in
put-
play.
Get a permanent in play. Three
Right?
or
It's
three
the
or
same
less.
play patterns, right? It's like the exact same
Yeah.
play patterns where you just like slow the game down to a grind, activate your Moron a bunch of times, and then you get a bunch of advantage. And you even get the selection by the form of the mills. You get stuff that you've already gotten before, Ranger Captains, what have you. I don't know. Like, obviously, it takes some more work to set up. It's not a direct one-to-one comparison, but like,
This is
as far as the like the
even if you
texture of
pop
these
the
games,
Cleric on
Tayum's the new Thrasios, dude.
Gravy, you just also just
Shoot.
automatic. Like literally
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Basically kingmaking.
and Pauper has the answer
What?
to this.
Alright. No, I don't. It grows. I cannot damage it. I cannot kill it. It will lose 1 counter.
A lot of things happening.
A lot of
So
talking about
basically-
this.
Oh, the death ride is up.
So, am I wrong? Can you not kill this thing?
Like
Hurting
it's
Hydra.
not infinite, but it's like overwhelming value. The same with the Nyxbloom agent, right? You committed your whole board state to kill it because
Whenever
We
a
don't have
counter's
an-
removed from it,
it's
put 2 counters on
overwhelming
at the beginning of the
value,
next
same
end
thing
step.
like
You can
happening
just
here.
shoot
It's
it
so
now.
much
But
value
we
for
don't
the
have
I don't know
enough
why we're
counters.
talking
We
about
don't.
this so
We don't have
much.
enough counters to kill it, right?
We haven't activated Wall of Roots this turn, right?
Oh, okay.
I'm gated by counters. I have a lot of
So if
mana,
we
I have
haven't,
no
then that's the
counters.
activation.
We have the mana. We have 3
Right?
counters, so we can just
2,
do it
6,
again.
8, 10, 12, and he has LED.
Yeah, I don't know. We're talking about something, but it seems to me like we could just shoot that too. It seems like we just shoot everything. I get you're gated by counters, but like, just shoot stuff.
Zero. I have no counters. All this mana does not help me. I need to generate counters.
Can't you resurrect the glove and then shoot the Hydra?
No, but
or
the
in your
Hydra
next-
has the Hydra has
Yep.
a damage prevention effect.
Moon
Damage will deal
Glove
to protein Hydra,
Extract.
prevent the damage,
Oh,
and remove that many
okay.
+1/+1.
Common from Laurelwyn,
Who's priority on
originally
right now?
printed.
I guess mine or I don't even know. He put the protein Hydra on the stack.
I'm activating Tayum. I'm passing.
He has a
priority.
Tayum activation on the stack is where we're at.
So he will recur the LED, and then he's gonna have like 15 activations for my 1 activation.
But what is the discussion that we're having? Like,
Know what the
are we
discussion's
wanting?
about.
Are we saying
There's-
TP has
Even
something because he
the
left the
game along,
one
there's a
wide
lot
up?
of Conversation. There's a lot of things going on. I understand 2 time decks. There's a lot of counters, a lot of math. Y'all made it. To
Oh,
top
they
four, so
want
y'all know
him
how
to
play Magic.
sack it.
So if hopefully y'all know how.
The remorseful cleric. That graveyard is not good enough to be sacked.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like, I think the value of Tayum more than anything, right? Is like you're looking at, Tayum players arguing to some degree about the board state, but also the players that don't play Tayum just have no idea.
No
what's
idea
happening,
what's
what
going-
can happen.
exactly.
Like, I mean, we don't either, right? We've seen multiple times the kinds of things that can happen, but like as far as understanding, exactly how far ahead
Yeah.
one Tayum player is versus the other, how many times can they activate, all that kind of stuff. Not something that's terribly easy to track.
Right, but you can shoot it with the glove and then search Cradle and you. Wait.
I have a
Yeah.
cradle here.
Oh
He
yeah.
can find
already.
Gavin. He can fight Gavin. Like, Pauper is
Yeah.
winning.
Right. the
I-
Cavani, right?
Still a lot of
Agree.
conversation
There's a
happening.
time activation on the stack. Is that correct?
Yes, I have removed 3 counters. I have
Are you holding
removed-
priority?
No, I'm passing priority.
Okay.
All right,
Dragon?
so you're passing
All right,
priority.
so we have a time activation from
Alright.
Burden on
I
the
can
stack.
promise you I will not
Responding
kill the Aven if you need that promise. I just don't want
with
So
Oh, we
Oh,
got
he's
thrown the
for-
Remorseful
I
Cleric?
need
You're
the
Oh,
ace
he's
block.
forcing
I
him
am
to.
going to pop my Remorseful Cleric on Burden.
What?
I'm gonna sacrifice it, exiling the graveyard.
Sacrifice Remorseful
So your
Cleric,
response is,
targeting
Remorseful Cleric.
Burden.
Nope, nope, F6.
What?
Oh wait, those on tap by the way, sorry.
Is it a target or just all?
Forgot, but it doesn't matter. I have no cards
What?
here.
What is happening?
Okay, there is no time activation on the
Oh,
stack.
this was all in Pink's end step still?
I don't know where we're at. I think we're in Burden's main phase because he cast a Protean
No,
Hydra.
Is there
No,
anything
this
in the
was-
graveyards that are special?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he
Facts.
cast a creature. There's a
Yeah.
Nyx
I
Bloom
told you,
Ancient,
it
and we
doesn't matter
flipped a
what you say.
The
Necromancy?
Nyx Bloom Ancient doesn't even matter. I need counters. I have no counters. Like
He needs-
five
Oh,
mana
that's
and-
Snipe the
grody.
Haven anytime.
But then we
try
have
and get a
no-
township, and then just pop
We don't
out.
have any
1, 2, 3,
counters,
4, 5.
is
I
the
get
Okay.
issue.
Not grody.
it's a lot
Where
more
it's-
than that.
Yeah, we're gated on
Like,
counters for sure. I mean, you still get like 2 activations
I will
overall.
Run this shit.
I will take a Moon
So
Globe.
does he just buy
Moon
the
Glove
other?
Extract is the
And
selection.
oh my god, my time activation.
Yes.
Time activation on the stack.
Mana Confluence.
Confluence, Soul Ring,
Presence.
Avacyn's
Take the Soul Ring.
Pilgrim, grab
Then
the
I would like
Soul
to move
Ring.
to end step, and I would like to put
Soaring gives him
two
not
counters
another
on this
activation. No.
On the trigger, that's the triggered ability, right?
Yeah.
Trigger to
So,
remove a counter.
The judge is here, correct?
Pop it.
Yes.
I think you need to shoot
If
this now.
I sacrifice Moon Glove Extract, targeting Protean Hydra with its current counter status, will that kill the Protean Hydra?
Let me get the Oracle on Protean Hydra.
Sounds like we're calling a judge about the interaction between the Moon Glove Extract and the Protean Hydra. So while they do that, let's do the same. What are we talking about? Moon Glove Extract, 3. Artifact. Sacrifice Moon Glove Extract, deal 2 damage to target creature or player. It's a creature. Great. Protean Hydra has 1 counter on it and a vigilance counter on it.
Mhm.
If you were to shoot it, enters the battlefield with X plus some counters. Okay, yeah, it had 2. One's been removed. If you target it with Moon Glove Extract, if it would damage would be dealt, prevent it, remove the counters, that would make it a 0/0, and it would die as a state-based action.
So because a counter already been removed, is it already prevented? Is damage already prevented from it? Because the counter
Right, the
has
damage
been
is
removed?
prevented, but it doesn't matter. It's going to die state-based action because it loses the counter. And you can't return it because it's a 0/0. So I don't know why there's been so much conversation about this. This seems pretty cut and dry. Yeah, they're still just talking about this.
You can have it, fuck it.
You can
Right.
have it. 2 counters put on
Oh wait.
the Hydra.
End step.
Just kill the Aven, right?
I
Oh, this is end step.
We're still in step.
Non-active thingy.
Zen could be deflecting a little bit here, pretending not to know this interaction, just to try to sell
To sell the killing the Aven here.
target Aven.
But you target Aven, then you search with the Knight.
More apart.
I don't know what you're getting as a land. I don't know what the land is that matters here.
Activate Knight of the Reliquary.
Yeah, that's what we're-
sacrificing this Savannah.
Yes.
Sacrifice Savannah,
We'll find
activate
the-
Knight.
I don't know what it's called. It's too late. Yavimaya something.
I don't know what land matters.
Grabbing his own Yavimaya. Does he not know there's a Yavimaya in play already?
Seems pretty good.
Maybe he thinks, maybe he believes the Yavimaya is only for each
Yeah. That's what I meant.
player.
like,
Not each player,
Yavimaya
but
doesn't
I don't know.
technically king.
I don't know.
Interesting. Okay, well, Yavimaya is the find either way.
I mean, this play results in even being.
Okay, so
one
no, we see the cradle line then.
1-3.
I mean, now you definitely see it.
On top.
It's there, but it was definitely there before.
I'm 6.
Yeah, same.
So we have a Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth in play.
Crib Ranger, and I will bounce my command tower to my hand, and I will untap the Knight of the Reliquary.
Untap Knight, bouncing Command Tower.
I will tap the Knight of the Reliquary, and I will tap this Golden
Okay.
Shrine for a random mana, and I will tap Knight of the Reliquary.
Can you
sacrifice
explain
it.
this?
Oh, can he? So this works if
no
one of the
white.
cards in his hand is devoted druid.
I will
I
sacrifice
think he
this
can get
Golden Shrine.
Centaur
and
Garden. Is that the
target
name of that land? If
Yes.
there's threshold,
Yeah,
put
there's
counters on
threshold.
it.
Do they play that? That's insane.
Yeah, no, they play that. They definitely play that.
Yeah, it's like it's a giant growth strip to
Yeah.
land.
So if he gets
Nah, yeah,
that,
like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning,
heads up,
solid.
devoted druid wins. Is that infinite mana, infinite counter?
No, it's not infinite mana. You only get +2/+3. I mean, you get -1 counters. So like,
Nah,
you can
mine
only
was
get 3
also
extra mana,
instantly, like,
right?
y'all are the real troopers.
But it costs 3 to activate Tayum, so that's even with Tayum. So it just goes. Yes,
It just
you're
goes.
right.
It just mill.
Yes, so that's infinite with devoted. But you need a 2 devoted, and we grabbed
is
Gavin
that
instead.
it?
So
Oh,
no, that's
Gavin-
Gavin Township.
Okay.
Generate
Okay.
1 mana. That's 2 mana.
Okay, so nothing. We got excited. We thought there was going to be a conclusion to this game. No shot. We're going to watch time be activated for 5,000 more turns. Totally fine.
I will go to my turn.
Can we even
to
activate
Zen's
Township?
turn we go. We
We just
don't
have a bunch
have
of
white
green-
mana outside Death right.
That's right. Okay, so we don't have a
No.
bunch of green mana.
I mean, we can activate it, but you can untap activate it again. That's a lot of counters because it's a forest.
Okay. We're doing a
See,
thing.
this is where we're in Tayum Mystical Wonderland, and I just don't know what's happening anymore. Moonglove is the best card in the game, and Gavin Township is used to just generate nonsense. It's a forest now for some reason. Like I don't know. We're in Mystical Wonderland. I don't know, Shani. I don't know.
Alright, where are we
That's for
putting
you to
the
know.
script?
You're the green card expert. This is why they pay
Listen.
you the big bucks.
Oh well, I am not. I am not living up to my word. I have no idea what's happening.
You're supposed to tell me how all these green cards work together to produce some completely unparsable combo and win the game. That's your job.
Alright, so
What you got?
Cradle. Well, we have Carpet and Cradle mana,
Okay.
and we're going to attempt to cast a spell and see what happens.
You only get one because Deafening Silence. You only get one non-creature, which I assume with Killing Haven has to be a tutor of some flavor. Activate Gavin.
There it goes.
There it
do we
goes. Look at
activate
the counters
Gavin?
everywhere.
where-
Boo Koodles of
where's the-
mana.
Where'd the white come from?
I will.
That's
The
right.
Godless Shrine? No, I don't know.
This is
Oh, the carpet. My bad. The carpet.
The carpet. Yeah, you're next to the carpet. We're there. We're there. Sacrifice Gavin. Don't need that anymore. See you later, bozo. Now.
Oh, this
God,
deck
this is
has
so much.
land tutor chain. Oh my goodness. You might get to be a little bit closer to playing it.
Moving the needle, are we?
We're moving the needle. I'm a fan of land tutoring.
All right. So we are searching for. I'm so here. If Gavin Township becomes a part of every CDH game, I don't think I could be that mad. I'm just about it. I love it. First land we see has been called. Scrubland was found.
So we okay.
Now what?
very left on top.
Do we buy back Township and activate again? Or
Sure.
do we?
That's the thing we could do.
I
I mean,
guess
are we? The question is, are we advancing our game state doing that? Like, we're moving counters and mana around, but like, are we doing anything?
I guess we're about to find out. We have an activation.
Wait, we can still get the
Moving
necromancy back at any time to get the Nyx. Does that move the needle at all? Anything?
Then
Well, okay, so we've activated Scrib now for our main phase, and Knight of the Reliquary has been untapped. So we get one more.
So we picked up Cradle, play Cradle. I guess that's what we skipped through.
Yeah, pick up Cradle because it's the forest, play Cradle. Which you didn't have to find the Avimai to do, but we did, and now it definitely works. Can't sacrifice the Avimai in response or anything nonsensical for burden. Using Wall of Roots mana and 2 of the floating, keeping 1 floating back.
It is.
It is under Yavimaya. Activate Tayum. Yeah,
Yisan.
Yisan, Elvish, Mystic, something else. And we immediately put those in the yard and are looking for something else. I have to imagine this is going to be Necromancy for Nyx Bloom. Like, we have counters, right? And we have
So what does
just more
that
mana. Yeah,
do?
Necromancy pulled to the front.
The Necromancy give us more white for more township activations.
Right. And we have a scrubland to make 3 white. So, I mean, we could just go.
Boy, this is convoluted.
Yeah, we're just my head hurts so bad. And I feel so much for these players that have been doing this for whatever, however many hours. This isn't a fast combo. There's a lot of really niche interactions with some weird cards, but I really think Necromancy on Nyx Bloom is the most appealing thing.
I will.
I'm willing to scoop, honestly. This is.
I don't think I have it. That's the thing. I don't.
Bruh.
I will.
Oh, there's a carrion
take
feeder.
back the necromancy.
There's a carrion feeder that gives him a
back.
sack outlet
Ancient.
if he needs a sack outlet.
Well, Nyx Bloom Ancient was moved off screen, so I have to imagine that's a Nyx Bloom Thopter.
Okay.
Flip
Okay.
Thopter. Okay. So now we have just boo koodles of mana.
So Cradle
We've
makes a
activated
billion?
Scriblanger. Cradle makes 4.8 million mana.
So I have 3 counters.
Times 3?
I
No,
We get
15?
white. We can Gavany once for counters, but we still need to find something. Like to get more counters. Like we have all of this, but we still need more.
For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
Cradle makes
6 times 3, 18.
18.
So we have 19 green. No big deal.
Good.
Oh, we don't have a D20? Oh no.
We don't have a D20. No, we don't. No. Pick that somewhere else. Absolutely not.
I will.
Are
We're
just
one
activating-
short?
Of what?
Green, and I will.
I thought we had 18. I thought we made 19.
Time.
Okay, so we activate.
We have 19, and we're using 3 of it. to
Oh,
activate time.
okay, yeah, sure. So we activate.
All right. Birds of Paradise,
Bird.
blank.
Safekeeper.
Sylvan Safekeeper.
Sentinel.
Esper Sentinel. Wait, Sylvan
Let's
Safekeeper is
see.
like definitely not blank, right? No, but we need
It's-
counters. We need counters.
We need counters. So it has to be still
So you need to
township.
it has to be Gavany Township. Yeah, we need Gavany Township
Yeah.
for counters. So that it has to
Okay.
start
I
there.
have to scoop.
So
I can't
triple
play anymore.
white.
I'm just like physically not and mentally I can't play anymore. I'm
Yeah.
dead. I'm so sorry. I can't play anymore.
We can activate Death
It's
Ride,
literally
right?
done. I threw up earlier and stuff. I can't play anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh, we're okay.
Good to go. Those are-
Ping
Yeah.
is scooping.
Pink said it's bedtime.
But
No, he has
No
to
shame.
admit he-
No shame.
Yeah,
You know what? I
he said
can't
it's
even blame
bedtime.
him.
I'm out.
Okay,
Love this guy, man.
Right?
This guy said it's bedtime.
Please,
It's late.
please.
I'm outie.
Is it Gavany Township sacrifice?
I don't
the
know how
Nyx Bloom
that.
Ancient.
So you
Return back
activate-
to
Oh.
Safekeeper.
Oh, that might actually be a
you just-
problem.
You tap Scroopland for 3 white.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
activate
no.
Gavany.
Are we gonna be allowed to keep the Nyx?
Then
And
bring
Blue?
back Sylvan Safekeeper.
I'm
Is it-
not that
is it-
familiar with
Then you
conceding. I
direct
thought it's
Gavany
supposed to
Township.
happen at like sorcery
Sorcery speed.
speed.
Is
So I
it in?
assume that Nyx
No,
Bloom is
don't-
allowed
it-
to
it's
stay.
fucking hell.
Okay,
6
sure.
a.m.
So we're assuming he's in
Sounds
play
good.
until his
I
turn.
lose 3 mana. I activate time. Remove
But-
counters.
You know what?
Then I mill 3.
I
I mean, he
mean,
might be sick. So, no shame.
I take back Sylvan
Sylvan
Safekeeper.
Safekeeper.
Either
So we
way,
know-
Nyx Bloom
You
gets
have
to stay
6,
based on what I'm
white
seeing.
floating, so you
Sylvan
can sacrifice
Safekeeper
Gavany again,
returned.
You activate Gavany, you,
And I think
make
we have a
2
loop
counters again.
now
I
because
think
we have enough
plus
counters
1 to the thing
and
to
enough
the
mana.
oh, okay. So we get to
Yeah,
sack
yeah.
the township.
You-
Sack
you-
Gavany, get it back. Sack Cradle, get it back. That's mana. That's counters.
Correct.
I think we need like 9 creatures to make this work. We have 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
What-
7. Okay, so we're only netting 1 each time?
Yeah, where's the white coming from? Which cars? Rule of law.
Then I take
None
Uh,
of that matters.
Correct.
activate
Township. Okay.
3.
So we do this a few times then.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Until
it's
we
not a
auto-wipe.
deterministic loop yet.
Yeah.
But you're gonna hit something, right? It's nearly
Sure.
deterministic, I think, because you're gonna hit something. And you still have Death Right, right?
No, 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 no,
Alright.
no.
Oh, no,
I-
that's
I
what gives
will-
them the
I will
triple
easy
triple
copy.
mana. Okay,
Yeah, you
I
do
will
win
offer
here.
as
because whenever you tap a permanent, okay.
two Time players. One Time player who's not even the one winning says the other Time player has
So
infinite. It is
1, 2,
we
3,
can't
4,
activate
5.
script any longer, though.
Yeah, I think because there's seven counters, you net a counter each time, and you can use that to get the scrub land, and eventually you'll just hit
given
something
that
white.
It's not affecting no.
Right, because you use 3 to get back
You like to
The
Um,
township.
Guy's Cradle, 3 to get back your Cradle, and then
6.
3 to get back. Well, you don't need the scrub land. You need the scrub land every 3 shots.
To
So
make
you
a
get
back out,
Yeah, like they
Crate,
Oliver
you get
has-
Gavany for
Bottom
7
line,
counters.
for them,
That gets you back
Are
Gavany and
we-
Cradle.
It's
Cradle
big
pays for itself like
value
10 times
add.
over. So then you can just
I
loot
can
the
play
scrub
it
land
out.
and the
I can play
the
it out.
Gavany for a while.
the best
And
benefit
then you'll
here,
hit something
right,
eventually.
is
I think that goes
all
through your whole
Time
deck.
players, y'all should
Oh,
be
so
fine.
that's what we're shortcut into. We
Like,
can just
I
go
think
to the
you
deck
can
with
do
it.
that to no gain until you hit something that is gainful
Discord,
in your deck. Like you can just
have
put your whole deck in the yard and then
give
figure it
the
out from there.
Time Discord. This is infinite. We can call it.
Okay.
I'm pretty confident this is it. I think this is a kill. I think that's what they're talking about now. I'm pretty confident this is a kill.
find a
Having
card
become a
before
time
you
expert
sacrifice
over the
it.
last 3 hours of commentating, I am now a time expert, and I'm actually almost 100% confident this is a deterministic kill.
But
Like-
don't I just generate infinite mana and infinite counters?
You do, but let's say if you don't.
So every 3
Because
iterations
you have
of the
infinite mana,
time
infinite counters,
activation.
you just go through your whole deck, find whatever you care about, get that in play, and then you're done. It's a kill. Zen wins this. It's, obviously not obvious because this is late and time is difficult to understand, but this is a deterministic kill. So using Sylvan Safekeeper, you can sacrifice the Gavany, get it back, then sacrifice your Cradle, make a Boo Koodles of mana, get it back. And then with 7 creatures, you're at least netting a counter each time because you have a 7th
Right.
creature. So you can bring those both back. So you can just go back and forth with those. And then you can switch out the scrub land because the Cradle makes so much mana, whenever you need to. So those 3 cards will loop until you just hit stuff. I mean, all the combos, whatever, Tyvar, Devoted Druid, all that stuff. Once you start hitting that stuff, then it's all free. You start netting things entirely, and you can start doing the same loop we saw before. Either the Endurance Lauren, actually the Moon Glove is still in place. You just Moon Glove everyone to death. So there you go. You actually already have the Moon Glove. I don't think you did. There's a White Plume too, sure, whatever. Ham Sandwich. And that's exactly what's happening here. You see them kind of revealing cards, just saying, hey, I have all these things to win the game. Doesn't matter what you do. I no longer care. Tie once again. Mystical tie-in land. You wave your hands around, put dice on your things, say you win the game, and you win the game. That's how it works. You just throw dice on the table, flip your deck over, point at cards, and you win. That's how it works. That's how the time decks works. And it is going to be the Mox Masters June 23 winning deck in the hands of Zen. 2 copies in the finals, 1. The one in 4th seat.
The 1 in 4th seat got there.
Punch it in. And, maybe a little bit of that deflecting you mentioned pre-game, able to get it done. A lot of him and hawing about a Protean Hydra. Either way, that is the conclusion of Mox Masters June. Not as flashy and fast as we've seen in the past, but still spicy, impressive, and excellent work for Zen. I have gained quite a bit of knowledge about this game and respect for the Time deck.
I'm happy for you.
What is it, Ashani? You picking up Time?
Listen, that might be too complicated for me. I might need a little more. I need
You
more
understand Get Rog
bookkeeping.
just fine. You got Get Rog just down. Time too much. All right. Thank you all for joining us through our attempt to parse what's going on with this Time deck. A lot of sweet cards. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast of the semifinals and finals. I'm Drake Sasser. This is Ashani Miller, I believe. And we are Playing with Power.
I believe. Oh my goodness.
Wait, buddy, what do you want from me? We will be back, of course, in July with another Mox Masters event. Only, I think, there's only like 4 or 5 more of these before the Invitational. We are kind of coming down to the wire. A lot of qualified players. All of these top 4 you will see potentially in the Playing with Power Invitational in October. If you are interested in qualifying for that, there is still time. Lots of Mox Masters events left to play. And who knows, maybe if you make a deep run like this, we can sit here and stumble over your combos in the booth on camera for everyone to see. Either way, thank you all for watching. I appreciate your time, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.